The following narration by Andile, intokazi kaKhayelitshiwe, is an excerpt from an audio series called The Book of Nabantu and the Five Seeds, written and directed by Mkhulumbazo, Msizi ka-Isaac, ka-Wilson Mushwetsi.
Without meaning to be blasphemous in any way, Ngoba Makhosi could easily have been one of God's many names. The name Ngoba Makhosi means the one who bends kings. Ngoba Makhosi had bended a few rules in his time, but he had not yet bended any kings. But there was nothing to suggest he would not be able to live up to the meaning of his name should the need arise. In his veins coursed royal and warrior blood. There was no question about it. It was also not surprising that his name would be Ngoba Makhosi, because that had once been the name of one of King Cetshwayo's favorite regiments. Ngoba Makhosi was the son of Thobanhliziyo, the son of Zagahle, the son of Ntatise, the son of Melody, the son of Moya Wolwandle, the son of Langalezulu, the son of Ngangomhlaba, the son of Ngabayetu, the son of Sibhakabhaka. The list is endless. Why? Some people claimed Ngoba Makhosi could trace his lineage directly to Noah. He was a huge, athletic man who towered over other men. If he was a building, he would have been a skyscraper. He walked his own path, and if he was a road, he would have been a highway that led everywhere. His skin was dark like the period before dawn, and his face was covered with a bush of a beard, which he trimmed once in 3 years. His teeth were as white as milk, and his jaws were square like the Tin Building. The Tin Building is a little-known structure which is located in an insignificant place. When he slept with the confidence of a man who knows what time it is. When he woke up from his sleep every day without fail, he sat upright like the statue of Demdem, which looked like he was ready to come to life. It's okay if you don't know the statue of Demdem. He could almost be scary when he was quiet, but when he laughed, his laughter traveled straight into the part that tickles one's bones. His stomach was flat and his chest leaned forward. When he walked as if his chest was leading the way and the rest of his body followed suit. He was skilled in the art of stick fighting and dedicated a lot of time to teaching this much-needed skill. When he walked, he always put his left foot first, which was his best foot, followed by his right. He did this always without fail. Legend had it that Ngoba Makhosi met 2 women and fell in love. He married both of them, and the 3 of them had lived happily ever after. The name of the first woman he met was Nomagolide. Nomagolide was a poet and a painter. Ngoba Makhosi was not too crazy about the poetry, but her paintings mesmerized his soul. One of those paintings was called Mawele, drawn from the twin mountains that looked like huge breasts of a woman lying next to each other. At the foot of each of these 2 mountains was a garden with plants and flowers, and in between them was a big waterfall. He could spend hours just looking at that painting. Where on earth are these mountains?
You have been listening to a promo from the Book of Nabantu and the Five Seeds. You can also volunteer to contribute your voice to the series by sending a WhatsApp message to 071 061 3066 for details. The Book of Nabantu and the Five Seeds, another chapter by the Book of Abantu.